Hello everyone. In this video, we will see what are Pythagorean triplets, and we'll also learn a method to find Pythagorean triplets. So if we have three numbers, such that n1 square plus n2 square is equal to n3 square, which is the Pythagoras rule. If you remember, Pythagoras rule in a right angle triangle is sum of squares of legs is equal to square of hypotenuse. So if we have any three numbers which follow the Pythagoras rule, then we call them Pythagorean triplets. For any natural number m, where m is greater than 1, we see that so if we take any natural number m which is greater than 1, we find this rule, and hence in this case 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 are three numbers which are actually Pythagorean triplets. So by using this formula, we can find many Pythagorean triplets. Let's see a few examples and firm up our understanding of Pythagorean triplets. Let's see the first example. Find a Pythagorean triplet where 8 is the smallest number. Okay, so we know that 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 are the Pythagorean triplets. Now we have 8. Let's assume that this m square minus 1 is equal to 8. Okay, let's assume. In that case, m square would be minus 1 goes that side, becomes 9, and hence m is equal to 3. So we got m square minus 1 as 8. So this is 8. M is 3. So what is 2m? Therefore 2m is equal to 6, and m square plus 1 is equal to 3 square, which is 9, plus 1, which is equal to 10. So we got a Pythagorean triplet 6, 8, 10. But this is not what we want, because 8 is not the smallest of these triplet. So let's use different way. Let's say 2m is equal to 8. If 2m is equal to 8, then m is equal to 4. And if m is equal to 4, then m square minus 1 is equal to 4 square 16 minus 1, and that is 15. And m square plus 1 is 4 square plus 1, which is 17. And hence the Pythagorean triplet which we get is 8, 15, 17. This also is a Pythagorean triplet, but that was not what we were interested in, because 8 was not the smallest. We were interested in 8 as the smallest one. This is one. Let's see one more example. Find a Pythagorean triplet in which one member is 12. So let's say 2m is equal to 12. And in that case, m is equal to 6. If m is equal to 6, the second Pythagorean triplet member is m square minus 1. So 6 square is 36 minus 1, and that is equal to 35. And the third member is going to be m square plus 1, which is 36 plus 1, and that is 37. and therefore the answer which we have is 12, 35 and 37. Okay, so we have seen that we can get a Pythagorean triplet using 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. But let me tell you that that is not the only way to find a Pythagorean triplet. There are Pythagorean triplets which do not follow this rule. This is just one rule to get Pythagorean triplet. When we looked at patterns exhibited by square numbers, we saw one pattern related to squares of odd numbers. Let's recollect what we talked about that pattern. 3 square is 9 and 9 is sum of consecutive numbers 4 and 5. Then we saw 5 square was 25, even 25 was sum of two consecutive numbers 12 and 13, and 7 square is equal to 49, that is sum of 24 and 25. And we saw how did we calculate? We said that if we want to calculate m square, square of m, okay, then what we are doing is the numbers which we get are m square plus 1 upon 2 and m square minus 1 upon 2. So for example, we wanted to have 3 square, then these numbers, if I want to know, it was 3 square plus 1 upon 2, 3 square plus 1 upon 2 and 3 square minus 1 upon 2, which was 10 upon 2 and 8 upon 2, and that's 5 and 4. We got these numbers. So this is how we looked at this pattern. Incidentally, these numbers, which is m here, 3, 4 and 5 are Pythagorean triplet. Similarly, 5, 12 and 13 also are Pythagorean triplet. So we get another method to find Pythagorean triplet. So for any odd number m, odd natural number m square minus 1 upon 2 and m square plus 1 upon 2 gives a Pythagorean triplet. So if I want to have a Pythagorean triplet for, let's say, 9, then it would be 9, m is 9, and here m square, 9 square is 81, 81 minus 1 is 80, 80 divided by 2 is 40, and 41. This would be my Pythagorean triplet. So this is second method to find Pythagorean triplets, but in this case, the smallest number is always odd number. I am sure you have liked the video. Hit the like button and leave your views in the comments section below. Do watch our other videos on this topic. Subscribe our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications whenever we upload new videos. You may also download the YouTube app at the link provided in the video description. Till we meet again, goodbye.